Hey, what's up, guys? JD Venom here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling, and this is my Monday Night Raw review for tonight, July the 10th, 2017. Before we begin here, be sure to leave a thumbs up like that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like the Facebook page, where both links are down below. Tell your friends and family, and come and join the JD Venom Nation here on YouTube. Before I begin here, I'm not going over the entire show tonight. I'm dead tired. I had a long day. I've been up since 6 a.m. Had a lack of sleep last night. So hope you guys understand that I am not going to do a full in-depth review as I usually would. Not to say that this show was bad tonight. I actually fairly enjoyed this show. For the most part, I thought the show was decent. It was better than the Raws that we've been getting recently. The one Raw that I two Raws that I missed, not last week, but the week before, was actually a pretty damn good show. Minus LeVar Ball. I believe that was the one with Brock Lesnar, being attacked by Samoa Joe, being choked out. That was a pretty good show. But with that being said, though, I'm not gonna go over the show in detail. I'm gonna go over the most important things tonight. I'm going to go over the most important things of the show tonight, which was really the Fatal 4-Way match, which is going to be coming soon. You know what I mean? What we all been predicting. I predicted, several other YouTubers have predicted as well, that we will be getting a Fatal 4-Way at SummerSlam, and it looks like it's going to be leading into that direction, but we may get confirmation in the next couple weeks. Also as well, the Hardys may be broken finally. This is the most broken that we've seen the Hardys thus far without the accent, but they are very alluding of them being broken, and it is just all but confirmed that we will begin the Broken Hardys at least at SummerSlam. And we saw my boys return tonight, the Revival, top guys, attacking the Hardys. That was great as well. Also, on top of that, we saw we saw Elias Sampson versus Finn Balor. We saw Big Cass come out and have an interaction with the Big Show. We saw, what else did we see? We saw R-Truth and Goldust. Who gives a shit? Goldust won, I can tell you that right now. The amazing promo with Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, and Roman Reigns. Yes, even Roman Reigns did some good stuff on the mic tonight, which is very surprising. Akira Tozawa and Cedric Alexander versus Noam Dar and Neville. Just all you need to know is Akira Tozawa and Cedric Alexander won. Basically, very quick match. Tozawa pinned Neville in this match. Then we have the Mizzy segment, which was very stupid. But all this tonight was very, 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 like, decent. And of course, at the end of the show, we go backstage and we see, and we'll start with this. We'll start with this as one of our detailed things. We go backstage to Kurt Angle on the phone. He's telling someone he understands. He invites someone to come to Raw next week so they can do this together. He is proud of this person and hopes they feel the same way about him. Angle invites them to come to Raw next week so they can tell the whole world together. Whatever happens, happens. Angle tells the person on the other end that he loves them and then hangs up as Raw goes off the air. This screams to me Dixie Carter. It screams to me Dixie Carter is coming to WWE. Can you fucking believe this? Dixie Carter could be the one coming to WWE. Who else could it be? They have the WWE 24 that's on right now on the WWE Network, where Dixie Carter is making her first, WWE. I guess not really, like, I don't want to say her debut, but she's on WWE TV in some capacity. Dixie Carter, the former owner of TNA Wrestling. You know what I mean? The former owner of TNA Wrestling is on WWE 24 tonight. introducing the fans who does not know who Dixie Carter is. They are introducing the fans to her. And she will be introduced on a grand scale next week. Dixie Carter will be, I don't know where they're going to be at, but she'll be on Monday Night Raw next week. That is my prediction. I don't see Stephanie McMahon because that really doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Let's be real, guys. Does it make any sense, Stephanie McMahon and Kurt Angle in love? No. Does Dixie Carter and Kurt Angle really make sense in love? No, but it makes more sense than Stephanie McMahon. So, with that being said, what is Dixie Carter going to do in WWE? Assuming that is going to be her. What is she going to do in WWE? I don't know. I don't know. I can't even fathom of seeing Dixie Carter in WWE. I just can't. It's like when Eric Bischoff joined the company back in 2002. Like, it seems like everybody who was the enemy of the WWE and Vince McMahon ends up joining WWE. Paul Heyman, Eric Bischoff, Dixie Carter, TNA, WCW, ECW. It's crazy. It is crazy. But I will definitely say that Dixie Carter, who was part of TNA, who really brought TNA to light with her family, Panda Energy, buying TNA when they had no fucking money, bringing TNA to national prominence, bringing TNA to Spike TV, having guys like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, you know what I mean? Bringing guys like that to the almost semi-mainstream. And now she'll be part of WWE. I definitely see that coming. I definitely see that coming. I definitely see an instance of that Dixie Carter will be in a WWE ring next week. Can you fucking believe that? Because I certainly can't. I can't even fathom on seeing Dixie Carter in a WWE ring. That's like saying that, oh, I'm seeing LeBron James teaming up with the Golden State Warriors. I cannot fathom that. I can't fathom that. That's like saying, oh, well, Michael Jordan's a bad example. Oh, Kobe Bryant. But I'll be glued to my TV next week. Just see what the fuck is gonna happen. So with that being said, that was the segment. Dixie Carter, well, not Dixie Carter, Kurt Angle on the phone and the Monday Night Raw. Bring in treatment next week. If there's one thing to watch next week, there's two things to watch next week. That, seeing what Kurt Angle, who's he gonna be bringing out, and this match between Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns next week. Number one contendership on the line to face off against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. SummerSlam is, I believe, 6 weeks away. I believe it's about 6 weeks away. Actually, 4 weeks away, 6 weeks away. It's right around that ballpark. I think it's probably 5 weeks away. It's probably 5 weeks away, I want to say. August 16th. That sounds about right. August 16th sounds about right to me. But anyway, being that as it may, is it August 16th? Am I an asshole who doesn't know my dates? Maybe I'm an asshole. Okay, maybe August 13th. Because today's the 10th. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably 5 weeks away. SummerSlam. I don't know the exact date. Someone can tell me in the chat. But being as it may, SummerSlam is over a month away. That is very safe to say. It is over a month away, and we're gonna be seeing some up for SummerSlam definitely next week. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna be going over the entire show, guys, but that was one thing I definitely wanted to go over. Now, I also want to go over the Seth Rollins Bray Wyatt match very briefly. Bray Wyatt wins again. Bray Wyatt wins, and with he has a meaningless winning streak right now. What does this do for Bray Wyatt? Are we gonna see, I don't know, maybe, the Miz Taraj and Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam? I can see a fucking 4-on-1 match, unfortunately. A 4-on-2 match. Maybe the Miztourage versus, because I can't see, I can't really see Bray Wyatt still part of that. So I can see the Miztourage and the Miz versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose on a 3-on-1 handicap, 3-on-2 handicap match at SummerSlam. It sounds fucking stupid, but it's WWE that we're talking about. They're the king of stupid. So let me know what you think about that down in the comments. I don't know where they're going to be going here with this. I don't see Bray Wyatt dealing with Rollins anymore. He beat him 2 nights in a row. I think that feud may be winding to the end. I think they're going to start moving on to Rollins and Ambrose versus The Miz and the Miztourage. I think I can see something like that at SummerSlam. Who does Bray Wyatt go with? Who fucking knows at this point? Maybe Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. I can definitely see that. Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. Where we go here? Where we are? Okay, here we go. The promo. Okay, Kurt Angle comes out. I'm going out of order, guys. I know this is not even in the show's order, so I apologize. But I'm just going over what I have here. Kurt Angle comes out to the ring, and Angle says that Great Balls of Fire was a huge success and he can't wait until next year's event. Who gives a shit? I don't want to see Great Balls of Fire next year, but whatever. He says that Braun Strowman refused to have treatment after the ambulance match fallout, and he's not sure when Braun will be back, but the show must go on. Braun Strowman will be back next week. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Angle introduced the WWE Universal Champion, and out comes Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman to a huge pop. We see stills from Lesnar's win over Samoa Joe last night. Angle mentions Lesnar beating him for the WWE title at WrestleMania years ago, which is good. When I saw Angle come out to the ring and saw Angle and Lesnar in the ring, I was like, oh my god, total nostalgia. Like, you can tell that they want to go at each other one more time just to see how their match could be. I definitely want to see one more match between Angle and Lesnar. That's just me. I don't know how you guys feel about that. One more match, even though Lesnar is just now Suplex City, but I think Lesnar and Angle, well, actually, Angle will be forced, Lesnar will be forced to wrestle against Angle, because Angle's going to wrestle to the mat, because that's, just how they were years ago. Angle is impressed on how Lesnar keeps getting better. He thought Joe would take the title from Lesnar, but he was wrong. Angle congratulates Lesnar on the win. Heyman introduces the two. Angle says he thought Heyman and Lesnar would be interested in Angle's ideas on who would challenge Lesnar for the title at SummerSlam. Heyman and Lesnar aren't interested as they try to leave the ring. The music interrupts and out comes Roman fucking Reigns, as he usually interrupts shit. Reigns hits the ring. Angle informs Heyman that they aren't done with this conversation. Angle brings up Reigns' actions from last night, saying he went too far. Reigns says, ask if he's kidding, bringing up how Angle, Heyman, Lesnar were part of the Attitude Era, the crazy Attitude Era. Angle says that was then and this is now. Reigns says Angle should thank him because he didn't know how to handle Braun, and Brock is never around to handle him, which is a good line by Reigns. I got to give it to him. Lesnar smiles and stares at Reigns. Angle is in between them. Reigns says he did Angle a favor, and maybe he owes Reigns a match against Lesnar at SummerSlam. Heyman likes the idea. Lesnar takes the mic and says Reigns must be kidding. Lesnar says he doesn't deserve shit. Only Brock Lesnar could just cuss on WWE TV like that. I fucking love Brock Lesnar. Who gives who gives a shit if he keeps doing suplexes, doing fucking German suplexes and the whole Suplex City gimmick. When he goes on TV and says, I don't give a shit about your kids, or he says that Reigns, you don't deserve shit, I'll take it. Lesnar says right now is as close as Reigns will get to the title. Lesnar says again that Reigns doesn't deserve it. The music hits and out comes Samoa Joe. Lesnar looks a bit surprised as Joe marches in the ring. Joe says they're all living in a fantasy land, but he's going to drag them back down to reality. Lesnar says that the reality is that he kicked Joe's ass last night. Fans like, oh, Joe says not to worry because sooner or later he's gonna put Lesnar to sleep. And he was getting in fucking Lesnar's face, like they were like literally this close, like they were literally that close. Joe says Lesnar didn't beat him, but he just escaped, and Reigns have never beaten Samoa Joe. Heyman gets fired up and says Joe will never see Lesnar again in a title match. Things get heated, and Angle gets in between Joe and Lesnar. Joe says Heyman knows deep down that Joe has Lesnar's number. Joe threatens Lesnar. Reigns disses Joe for losing last night. Joe says he's a real mouthy guy for a guy who got beat by Braun Strowman last night. Their jabs at each other was so quick. It was like lightning fast. Like, oh my god, like it was good shit. This is a fucking great promo. A great promo tonight here. Reigns says he's here, but Braun isn't. Angle makes Joe versus Reigns next week, with the winner facing Lesnar at SummerSlam. If they come to blows tonight, Angle will cancel the match. Angle tells them to rest up and look forward to SummerSlam. The tension continues as Joe looks on. Joe leaves while Angle's music plays. Whew. Jesus Christ, I just got a mouthful there. I just got a mouthful there with that. What does this mean? This means that we get Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns next week. Braun Strowman, they played up the fact that Braun Strowman was not going to be there tonight. We don't know where Braun Strowman's at. Well, I'm going to tell you where Braun Strowman's going to be, guys. He's going to be there next week. He's going to be there next week on Raw. He's going to interfere with the Samoa Joe Roman Reigns match, and thus entering himself into this title altercation. Rumors were they're going to do Joe versus Lesnar. Joe versus Lesnar again at SummerSlam. Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. And Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Notice Lesnar was in all three scenarios. He was going to be Universal Champion coming in. Oh, I did. Excuse me, guys. I'm fucking tired. Going in to SummerSlam. He was going to be a champion going in to SummerSlam. Now, with that being said, we're going to get a Fatal 4-Way. We are getting a Fatal 4-Way at SummerSlam. Braun is going to interfere against Joe and Reigns next week. And he's going to insert himself into this title feud. He will be the fourth man in this match at SummerSlam. That is your SummerSlam main event, guys. Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Braun. Who's going to win? I don't know yet. That's the great thing about it. I don't know yet, but I predicted it. Other YouTubers predicted as well that we will see these four guys together, and that's what was leaning towards too, and that's what we are going to get. We're going to get this at SummerSlam, and it should be a colossal battle of giants, and it should be something that we should all definitely look forward to. That's all I got to say about that. I'll give you more information for this Friday's Getting Over podcast. As I said, Gold Dust beat R-Truth. Let me see here. Sasha Banks and Bayley defeated Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. And the only thing I really care about is the Hardys. I mean, if you want to talk about the Mizzies, who gives a shit? Really, the Miz came out, gave out awards to the Miz Siraj, Maurice, and himself. Dean Ambrose came out. Dean Ambrose got attacked by the Miz and the Miz Siraj. Then Seth Rollins came out. That's all you need to know. I mean, do you care about that? I don't. The Hardys are in the ring. And this is the second segment of the night. Jeff Hardy talks about last night's 30-minute Iron Man match loss and says that the other teams are thinking that they should probably classify themselves as obsolete. They get a huge delete chant going. Matt Hardy takes the mic and says he makes a few broken references and says that they have only begun to make magic in the WWE universe. As soon as they said Magic, I knew fucking Carl Anderson and Luke. That's what happened. Anderson and Gallows, I'm tired, guys. I apologize. Anderson and Gallows rips on the Hardys and suggests that they get out of the ring and practice their magic elsewhere. Gallows and Anderson says they are the magic killers and the ring belongs to them. Matt says neither of them are 100%. They are a little stitched up and bruised and a little bit broken. Oh man, I can't wait. But if Gallows and Anderson thinks that the ring belongs to them, they can fight and determine that right now. After that, referee comes in, so does Gallows and Anderson, and we have a match. Gallows and Anderson beats the Hardy Boys in pretty much a not a great match. It was a very short match. After the match ends, after Gallows and Anderson stand tall on the ramp after their victory, the Revival's music hit. Yes, baby, yes. Top guys. The top guys are here. Dash Wilder, Scott Dawson come down to the ring. They rush and they attack the Hardys. And they hit a shatter machine on Jeff Hardy. They need Matt Hardy in the head. Remember that. They need Matt Hardy in the head. Remember that. That could something with the broken gimmick. The Revival stands tall as their music hits. So, this is what's going to happen. We're going to get the Broken Hardys at SummerSlam. They're going to do a slow build for this. We're going to get the final build at SummerSlam with the Broken Hardys. That's number one. And number two, the Revival, unfortunately, are not going to win this feud. They may beat the Hardys once before SummerSlam, and they may have another match at SummerSlam. But I am a little bit upset, to see that the Revival is going to be fed to the Hardys, so the Hardys can be broken. I am a little bit upset over that. But we're going to get the Broken Hardys. Okay? If there's a negative, there's a positive with this. Okay? So the Hardys are going to be broken. And I truly, truly believe that this is going to be fucking great. Can you imagine if they let the Hardys be the fucking Hardys? The Broken Hardys. You know, having matches at the Hardy compound. I don't know if they're going to be doing that. Having Senior Benjamin, King Maxwell, Vanguard 1, Wonderful, Delightful, Skarsgård. You know what I mean? General George Washington. Senior Benjamin, prepare the battlefield for massacre. Yes, Mr. Hardy. It's like a fucking henchman, Senior Benjamin. He's like a fucking Bond villain henchman. I can't wait for it. I simply cannot wait to see the Hardys broken in WWE television. Can you imagine they did at WrestleMania Big Delete chants, but can you imagine the merchandise, the vignettes, the segments, everything that they're doing, the music? Oh, they need to get new music. I cannot wait for the new music. Oh, I'm gonna fucking piss my pants knowing that the Hardys are gonna be broken. WWE, I'm begging you. I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm gonna get on my knees right now. If I can get on my knees on this chair. WWE, I'm begging you. I'm on my fucking knees right now. And I'm not sucking any dick either. But I am begging you, do not fuck this up. Fuck this up. You can fuck up everything else, but don't fuck this up. You fucked up the invasion. You fucked up Flair versus Hogan at fucking, WrestleMania 8. You fucked up a lot of things, but don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. That's all. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. And that's all I gotta say about that. Don't fuck this up. Just don't fuck this up. Okay. Well, let's hope the Hardys are broken the way I want them to be, and not a watered down WWE version. Fuck WWE. You can't fuck this up, can you? You can't fuck this up, can you? Last thing I'm going to be talking about here is Elias Sampson versus Finn Balor. They had their little feud going. Actually, second to last thing, I got one more thing to talk about here. Finn Balor wins versus Elias Samson, but Elias Samson did not look weak in this match. He looked like $1 million in this match. Finn Balor had to go over. I mean, Finn Balor is the bigger star, the first ever Universal Champion. Finn Balor, there was no reason why Finn Balor should have lost his match. Okay, but Samson still looks strong in this match. I really don't think Samson's gonna look any more weak at all. I still think he's gonna be about round where he's at now. So I don't think there's really anything to really worry about with Elias Samson at all. I really don't have any issues or anything with what happened here. So Elias Samson loses to Finn Balor, but I will say that this was a pretty good match. Wasn't great. Wasn't match of the year. Wasn't like, best match on Raw ever, but I thought it was a pretty decent match for what it was. Okay. Now, last thing here is the opening segment of tonight. Cass comes out with his new music, with his new farting music, that fucking farting music. Comes out to the ring. He smirks and asks, "How you doing?" for more booze. Cass says he's doing spectacular today. After what he did to Enzo Amore last night, he couldn't feel any better. Cass shows us stills shots from the match on the big screen and brags about what he did to Enzo. We'll see a backstage video of Enzo being helped backstage after the match. Cass says that was put to the locker room on notice. He's going straight to the top. He goes on and tells people not to hop on his bandwagon now. Cass says he's the future of the WWE, telling his doubters that he will become the WWE Universal Champion one day. And when he wins the title, he's going to hold the title high and shove it down everyone's throats. More boos from the crowd. Cass says he will be champion. He will main event WrestleMania. He will be on the Tonight Show. He will have a face plaster on banners and posters. And he will represent the WWE to the fullest every day of his life, because no one can touch him. Nobody is on his level. No one's on the Neville level. The Neville level. Nobody can look him eye to eye. No one's bigger than Big Cass. The what chant starting as Cass goes on. But all of a sudden the Big Show comes out. So here we go. The Big Show interrupts Big Cass, where Big Cass just cut another. I have my doubts about Big Cass, but he's been cutting his promos pretty well. He had the promo of his life. This was his best promo ever right here tonight. Cutting the promo of his life. Big Show comes out, brawls with Big Cass. It's going to be Big Show versus Big Cass at SummerSlam, isn't it? It's going to be Big Show versus Big Cass at SummerSlam, isn't it? God fucking damn it, man. It's like WWE never seems to disappoint. They always like to disappoint you. They always like to fuck you over. They always like to, to binge over and get fucked in the ass. Do you guys give a shit about Big Show versus Big Cass at SummerSlam? I certainly do not. What's going to happen? Enzo's going to return at SummerSlam to distract? Or he's going to be in the corner with Big Show? And all of a sudden, Big Show's going to be the one to defeat Big Cass, but not Enzo? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Enzo, like I said, his career ceiling is very short now. He really needs to be on fucking 205 Live in the Cruiserweight division, because he really has no ceiling being in the heavyweight division. Like I said, he made tries for the Intercontinental Championship in his career. I can see him weighing it for like a couple weeks, and that's it. But outside that, I don't see Enzo being the guy who can win WWE World Titles or Universal Championships. I can see him be on 205 Live and maybe win the Cruiserweight Championship. But I even see that kind of sketchy. I just see Enzo being a good mouthpiece for a wrestler. He can be a good mouthpiece for Big Show. He can be a good mouthpiece for somebody else. But as a singles wrestler, I don't see Enzo going anywhere. I really don't. Unfortunately, I don't at all. But, that's that, guys. That's that. I mean, that's Monday Night Raw. This wasn't the review of all reviews, guys, but again, like as I mentioned, you know, I was gonna be very, very short here tonight about this here, and I went about 30 minutes. Went about 30 minutes, so there you go. 31 minutes in this review tonight, guys. Alright, guys, well, I am gonna go and get out of here. If you did like this here, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like the Facebook page, where both links are down below. I will be back tomorrow for SmackDown live review, NXT on Wednesday, the Gator podcast on Friday. So be sure to come out for that. Please rate, subscribe, drop a comment. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook page. And that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you guys enjoyed this Raw. Like I said, this Raw wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was right there. I fairly enjoyed some of the segments here, but this was better than most Raws over the past couple months. So I will give it that. But guys, that's it. I will see you guys. You guys have a great night. Peace out.